This is brought in at the 21. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Tackle made there by Jonathan Cyprien.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Sammy Coates has it complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The way he's been slinging in the 1st half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Down, back 22.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Come back, come back.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2.
Richmond, 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 Richmond. Come back, come back. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger.
Watson looks to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Maybe a free play here for Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Second down, Mariota. It's complete to Taywan Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st. Mariota on 1st down. That's caught by Herschel Walker. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Oh, Walker's showing the power. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And give him a gain of 37.
And how about the big guy getting down the middle of the field and making a huge play on a post pattern? And what's fun for him and for the guy throwing the football is that's a big body guy who can run, and they throw it up, and they have great confidence that somehow he's going to come down with the football. And that's exactly what he just did.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. extra point put through by Succop, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Watson. And incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll give it to the first option here. That's the fullback Cronch. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play. Who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
He got 29 yards that time. Watson on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. To throw is Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Throwing again is Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game, and the Texans will extend their lead. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He sets to fire deep. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Final play of the half here. Mariota going up top. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
Richmond.
The final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to fire one deep over them. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
The final shot before break. Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Mariota gives to Henry. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Throwing is Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Mariota now to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A second down throw here for Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
Mariota hands to Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Mariota. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 3rd down, Mariota. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver.
And this will be caught. It's Matthews for the Tennessee touchdown. Rashard Matthews, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead now down to 20. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. No, he shifts past him. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. A 1st down carry now for Miller. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brian Arakpo in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And now running right through it. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back now in Nashville. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would.
And this will be a touchdown.